What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Dillian, the villain, the body snatcher White, the villain. You know, Dillian has went out and came out a lot lately, and he hasn't let up. He straight out calls Deontay Wilder a crackhead, and crackheads do crackhead-like things. He's desperate, he's scared, he doesn't want to fight. He asked for $7 million. They gave him $8, and he still didn't want to fight. He is afraid of losing, and he wants all these guys. He talks Ortiz. He said if Ortiz was that good, why didn't he beat Deontay, or why wasn't he further along in his career when he was there, He stated he offered to fight Ortiz 3 separate times. You offered $500. That you were given $500,000 to fight Dillian White, but you were offered $2 million to fight me at the O2 Arena. So you know what I mean. He came out with some key points. He came out with the ammunition, guns blazing, and he didn't let off. He called Manuel Charr a attention whore. He called him a Syrian prick. And, he just states that he's delusional, and he wanted to pay him to get that Cracker Jack belt off of him. That's what he wanted. He wanted Manuel Charr's belt. He wanted to buy his belt, to knock him out, to buy it from him and take it. So, he also called DominicBreazelle a bitch because DominicBreazelle got hit by Deontay Wilder's brother and then tried to go to the authorities and sue. He called him a bitch for that. He wasn't alone, because I think Deontay said the same thing, and, around the grounds of who the hell, a prize fighter calling the cops on another fighter. It got back to him. He responded to Deontay Wilder saying, be patient. And he was like, be patient? Motherfucker, I've been patient for 2 years. You've been fighting all these soft touches, and you fought one particular guy that's in the top 10, and you've only fought one mandatory, and that's with DominicBreazelle. Why aren't you stripped of that belt? Ha. Counterpunch. You know what I mean? It makes a lot of sense because, Dillian White's one of those, no nonsense guys. Excuse me. And, Dillian White is one of those guys that he knows what he's worth, and he understands the politics of the game. He reads through the bullshit, and he doesn't give a shit. He thinks that Eddie Hearns is a good promoter, and they're offering these guys these fights, but they're asking for too much money to fight Dillian White, right? Putting value that doesn't exist on themselves instead of, but it happens. But what I didn't know about the $2 million that was offered to Ortiz to fight Dillian White, if that's true, that means Ortiz ducked Dillian White to fight on an undercard of Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. You know what I mean? It could be in a lag of things between the UK and the US and the time difference of when it was offered or whatever, and all this, that, and the other. But, he talked about Fury. He said, well, Fury should have been fighting when he came back. He should have been fighting me instead of Tom Schwartz. I should have been fighting Emmanuel Charr instead of Tom Schwartz. Why didn't that fight happen? So, he had a lot to say, He said that DominicBreazelle is going to get his face bashed in. That's going to be an easy fight for Deontay Wilder, and they knew that fight was going to be easy. That's why they picked that fight. He's going to get bashed up. He's going to get, he's going to get brutalized pretty badly. Now, what Dillian White did say about Deontay Wilder, though, he said, this guy is, 12 stones and 6'7". Every time he gets hit on the chin, he's rocked. He says he want to put that guy to sleep, He said he didn't want to fight any soft touches. He said he didn't want him to fight any cabbages. You know what I mean? So, it's crazy. It's one of those things where Dillian White is letting everyone know where he stands. He says Usyk, Taka might, Might upset Usyk because Takum's a strong guy, but Takum doesn't hit as hard, as a solid 1-point knockout power like other fighters that in the heavyweight division. So that is a good selection for Usyk, and we all know what Dillian White said about Usyk, But yeah, to wrap this up, they asked Dillian White about the DAZN offer from DAZN, to Andre Wilder, to Deontay Wilder. And he was like, shit, I'll fight 5 people on the same night for $100 million. So that should tell you right now, I have to keep a mind on who versus on the ratio of who thinks that Deontay Wilder did the right thing or the wrong thing, because a lot of people does, like, I don't know I don't know all the, but anyway, that's what Dillian White has to say. He doesn't know. He wants to fight somebody in the top 10. He doesn't want a soft touch or whatnot. But no, it's crazy. He wants Deontay Wilder. If Deontay Wilder, won't stop ducking him. So we'll see if that fight happens, But he thinks of Deontay Wilder as a crackhead. You know what I mean? So anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Dillian White's comments, his views, this video. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.